In this video, I'm going to go over Lab 2 that we just did today. Okay, so Lab 2 talks about placing some trees, and it was kind of a convoluted example. So this is how I solved the problem. I think the way to solve it. So we have this length, right? So the length is going to be, in my case, 100 meters. So that's the back area of someone's yard. Okay, and they want to put a tree in there. Okay, and the tree, in my example, I have a radius of 1 meter. Okay. So let's assume there's a circle there. So radius is half of that. Okay. So the distance across the tree or the diameter would be two radiuses or two. So 2 meters across here. Okay. And then let's assume that we have this space between the trees. It's going to be another 2 meters. Okay. So that's going to be, in essence, I guess I would put this part for the first tree. Okay. So that's going to take, I'm not sure what that's doing there. So that's going to take 4 meters. Okay. And then I would just keep doing that. Okay. Adding one on top of the other all the way across. Okay. So that's how I would solve that problem. So if the length's 100 meters and I need to allow 4 meters for each tree, I would divide that 100 by 4 to get 25 trees. Okay. And all these numbers are doubles except the number of trees. Okay. And then for the area of the tree, that's simply taking the number of trees that you have, and then the area of the tree is going to be the pi r squared. So it's the 25 number of trees times 3.14 times 1 times 1. That's the radius squared times 1. No, 1 times 1 just twice. And that's 78.5. Okay. So I can now go and solve this problem. Okay, so I'm going to go over to here. So let's go into here. I'm going to say Emacs. We're going to call this lab to solution.cpp. Okay. So again, as always, I have to have my include iostream using namespace standard. And because we're supposed to use the precision, I'm using, no, wrong thing. So we want to do an include IO manip. Okay. Give our int main, have our return 0, and there we go. Okay. So again, I should have a comment block at the top, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to declare variables up here. Okay. So for the double, I'm going to have the length of the area we're going to put the trees. Okay. I'm going to have the radius of each tree. I'm going to have the space between. Okay. I think that's all I have there. And then I'm going to have an int for number of trees. Okay. We'll see what else we need. Okay. So then we're going to ask user for input. Okay. I'm going to keep this simpler than you probably should. Length. I'm in meters, but we're not gonna worry with that. We'll keep the video fairly short. I'll need that there. Okay, I have that. Do a cn to length. Okay, and I have to ask for radius. Again, these are awful messages. Yours should be better. I'm going to cn the radius. And then finally cout space between trees. Cn space between. Okay. So then I have to do the calculations. Okay. And the number of trees is going to be equal to the length we have to work with. Okay. Divided by. Okay. Here I'm going to have the radius Okay, so actually 2 times the radius. Plus the space between. Okay. So the length divided by the 2 times the radius plus the space between. Okay, that should give me my number of trees, if I'm thinking correctly. And who knows? It's been a long day. Okay, and then I can go ahead and I didn't do this variable, the area. I don't understand why they're doing the area, but let's do the whole thing. Okay. So the area then just comes down to being area is equal to the number of trees times pi 3.14 times radius times radius. Okay. If you want, we could use the POW function to do a power. I'm going to keep it simple. Okay. I'm going to see out number of trees. Put in a /n for a new line, a /t for a tree. I'll take it down to the next line. Okay. Trees. New line there. And I'm going to cut and paste that because it looks like more or less what I want for the next one. Area of trees to the area. And in this case, I want to say fixed set precision 2. Well, I think I said 1. Whatever. Whatever I said. Okay. See if we got this, or if we got trouble. Again, I'm going to take the easy way out. Just do that. Fade that out. Okay. For my example, if I have 100, I have 1 for the radius and 2 for the space between, I end up with 25 trees and 78.5, which is what I thought I was going to get. Okay. And again, looking at this, for making it look nicer, I think there needs to be another line before number of trees. Let's go ahead and fix that. So come down to here. And before here, easiest thing to do, just put a /n right in front of that. Okay. Now compile it again. Now run it. Oh, compile it again. There we go. Run it again, do 100, do 1, do 2, because it's a little more space, you know. I think it's fine, not an issue. Okay. And again, if you wanted to fancy it up a bit, give this a shot, may blow up. I'm going to include CMath. Okay, now I know with CMath, I can do the power function here. I'm not sure about the pi. There may be more to it than that. We'll see. So for this, no, for this one, I could just say here, POW radius 2. That's how it works. This blows up, we'll just ignore it. Okay, see if that works. Recompile it. That's okay. Run it. 100, 1, 2. Yeah, that worked as well. Okay. So now let's see if we can use the pi variable instead because we're importing the CMath. Should be able here. I think it's capital P, capital I. Let's be bold and see if it works. Doesn't like that. Let me stop the video and do a super quick search, see if I can very quickly find out what that answer is. Okay, let's see if this works. What it said to do was to use m underscore pi, and it still may not work. I'm not going to search any further than that because we can use 3.14. We'll get to more later. But it just said here to do an m underscore. Let's try it. Pilot. Hey, seems to work. 100. This may give a slightly different answer on the area. Radius of 2, 1. Yeah, weird. It gave me a much bigger area, it seems like. Yeah, that's strange. I'm not sure what I'm doing there. I'd have to check that out because that should be, yeah, not sure. That's really strange. Um, that seems like the wrong answer, but I'm not sure why that would be the wrong answer. But in any case, that we can do the 3.14 and that should be fine. Um, so that should be an idea, excuse me, of what the lab should have looked like. There can always be variations, but just wanted to give you at least my version of it.